Beck Bros Productions is proud to present Omaha Junior Lancers High School Hockey. Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey is brought to you by Olden House Contracting, Seymour Auto Centers, the Sports Medicine Program at Nebraska Medicine, Sid Dillon Auto Dealers, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey.
Let's play hockey!
We're here live at Ames ISU Arena here for day 3 action of JV hockey between the Omaha Junior Lancers, number 4 seed, with the number 7 seed Quad City Blues. Getting ready here to drop the puck. Both teams are at the benches for final instruction before the start of the game. This morning with me in Ames is Mike Plasakas. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Morning, Mike. Great day to be here.
Well, Omaha was able to pull through yesterday with a convincing 6-1 win over Sioux City Metros, and Quad City Blues, they pulled out a 3-2 win over the Des Moines Capitals yesterday to advance to this Consolation final.
Good games yesterday by both teams. We saw the Quad City Blues pretty strong in their own end defensively. Omaha's going to have to conquer that today. We've got Omaha's starting lineup here. Starting at center is number 36, Luke Weberg. On the left side, we'll have number 6, Jackson Gould, and on the opposite side, 24, Gage Bernard. Defenseman on left feed, 58, Jack Johnson, and number 5, Evan Roth. Jack Lawler is your goaltender. Pucks faced off. Quad City wins the draw, and they indirect a pass into neutral ice. Picked up by Evan Roth. He goes D to Jack Johnson. Jack finds Gould in center ice. He dishes it for Gage Bernard, and Omaha's in the Quad City zone. Bernard now has it. Strong side corner, looking for a cross-ice pass. Almost finds Weberg on the back door. Weberg doing battle in the corner there. Bernard comes out with it. He's got control. He goes to the point. Johnson takes a look, drops it back down for Bernard. Bernard trying to dish it down low. Gould makes a read, comes back, seals it off. Quad City now with control. They move it up the half wall. Stolen away by Evan Roth as he pinches. He comes in behind the Quad City cage. And number 17 picks it up. That's Taylor Coury. Coury lays it into neutral ice where Bernard plays it back in, and Omaha comes off on a line change. Quad City coming out of the zone, pressured by an Omaha forechecker. Grant Benson now with it. He lays it into the Quad City zone. Number 37, Blake Childers, wheels around the back of the net. Benson with a shot and a block by Quad City. They do a very good job blocking and fronting shots in their own defensive zone. Alex Steptula now, he gets a shot. Steered away. Puck's back in. Played by Mudd. They try to gain the zone. And this will result in an icing call. And this face-off will come back down to the Quad City end. Your referees today, Kendall Hill is the banded one. The linesmen are Mitch Nelson and Chris Bain.
Yeah, one of the things you were mentioning, Mike, how well Quad City fronts the pucks and blocks, and that's one of the things we noticed yesterday against Capitals late in the game. Capitals were buzzing, and the defenders for Quad Cities, they were getting in front really well.
Pretty stout in their D zone. Colin Price on the face-off, just the left wing dot for the Omaha Junior Lancers. Shot from the hash marks by Kobe Alexander. Deptula able to keep it in. Quad City trying to move it up the half wall, and they go for a wrap. 32, Logan Bone. He plays it out. Puck's played back in by Alexander, and Quad City launches it into the Omaha defensive zone. Played off the half wall by Tommy Oldenhouse. Oldenhouse now with it. He lays it into neutral ice. Quad City able to pick it up. That's number 15. Playing it into neutral ice. Deptula has it. Comes down left wing side. A shot and a save by Mudd. 11-11 left in this first period.
The last time these two teams met earlier this season was game 1 of the weekend, first games of the series, and Omaha took both those games, I believe, 5-2 on the Quad City home ice.
There's a replay of the shot on goal by Deptula. Yes, those games were the first of the season, and they were on the big ice in Quad City. Puck's laid in the corner for Weberg. Weberg backhands it for Gould. Stolen away. Bernard has it. He whiffs on the shot. Number 13 lays it out into neutral ice. That's Zach Ash. Lawler comes out and plays it into neutral ice. And back into the zone. Franzen on the retreat. He picks up the puck, retrieves and moves to Johnson. Johnson has it behind his cage. He comes out. He headmans it to Gould. Gould headmans it weak side to Gage Bernard. He's got a step. He's going to go to his forehand. He shoots, and a save by Mudd. He left the rebound, and a great save by Ian Mudd. And that thwarts a great opportunity there for Gage Bernard. Here's the replay. Nice weak side pass. Bernard gets a step. He comes to his forehand, pops the shot, and Mudd with a save and a cover-up. Tanner Eggers now on the face-off dot. We were a little skeptical about whether he'd be able to play today as he took ill last night, but he's back in the lineup. Curry bringing it out. He moves it to Ransom. Ransom lays it back into neutral ice. Omaha gains control and throws back into the Quad City zone. Sealed off the half wall by Egger. Puck comes to Johnson. He backhands it in, trying to find Harrison Warner. And we have an offside. Both teams changing personnel. This will come to the face-off dot just outside the Quad City D zone, Omaha's right wing dot.
Coach Ariel's going to be trying to get quick changes here today as he's down the line compared to Quad City's 4 full lines.
We had play that comes in and Mudd able to steer it aside. Back to the point by Rhines. Rhines gets a shot on goal. It comes out. Nice rebound for Kobe Alexander. Jumped over his stick. And a cover-up by Mudd. And a hit after the play on Price. And it looks like number 17, Taylor Curry.
No, Omaha, Colin Price is going to get a slashing penalty.
Colin Price is going. Here's the replay. And Price took a little whack, a little poke check at the goaltender, and then head contact. Head-to-head contact, and no call.
Missed call on that one, absolutely.
On a retaliatory gesture there by number 17, Taylor Curry. Face-offs in neutral ice. This will be Quad City's first power play.
4:28 into the first period on number 75, Colin Price. 2 minutes for slashing.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think little Mr. Price got the worst end of that one. Oldenhouse now battling along the half wall. Evan Roth comes up with it. He tries to move it and gain the zone, unable to do so. Back to Roth. He wraps.
Oh, that winger's got to get to the wall quicker.
And Omaha's able to clear. Omaha going through some adversity this morning as number 46, Gavin Forrest, has to sit this game for the 5 penalties from yesterday's game. And there are 4 other Omaha players that are out this morning as a violation of team rules. So they're short benched here. 8:36 left, 1:04 left on the penalty to Price. Here's a replay. Shot just wide of the net and a glove save by Jack Lawler. And number 4 is just being held off there, and he's...
That was a pretty good acting job there, flop there.
Well, in comparison to what Colin Price ate down on the other end, I mean...
West City takes the two-man advantage. Omaha penalty 5-24 in the first period on number 88, Tanner Egger, 2 minutes for interference.
So another shot on goal. 53 seconds left on the Price penalty. Eggers goes in on a roughing call. Interference, I'm sorry. Franzen trying to gain the zone. Does so. Quad City has to come back and regroup. Mudd plays it up for number 15. He's coming out of the zone. He's poke-checked away. Number 15 is Oswald. Poke checked away again by Jackson Gould. Another poke check played into the zone by Quad Cities and chipped out as they have to regroup. Gould now has it. He's skating into open ice. He's trying to get around the defender. Deptula now on the retreat. He retrieves the puck. Goes D to Franzen. Franzen now has it. He tries to dish it across ice with 2 forecheckers on him. He's unable to do so. Peterson comes in. He's got a lane. Shoots wide of the net as it's redirected by an Omaha defender. This play will result in a clear for Omaha. Oswald picks it up behind his net. He brings it up the ice. Dishes it for Sade. Sade comes into the zone. Omaha steals the puck away and is able to clear. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Eggers. Picked up by Gage Bernard. Bernard dishes it back, and Harrison Warner might have had a step there if he was able to get a hold of that puck. Teams are full strength now. Egger plays it off into the corner. Quad City 0 for 2 on their power play advantage here. Puck's played up along the half wall. They gain neutral ice. Jack Johnson tries to chip it in for Warner. Warner can't find the handle, and he lays it indirectly into the Quad City bench, and we'll have a face-off. This draw will be in neutral ice. Omaha's left wing dot. That's Kobe Alexander on the face-off dot. He's flanked by 11, Tommy Oldenhouse, and number 75, Colin Price. Price playing it into the corner, and we have a delayed call, and this will go against Quad City as the play's blown down. We have a high sticking call, minor penalty for high sticking. Here's the replay. Off the draw, down the half wall is Price. He'll come behind the net, and I believe that right there was there it is, the high stick. Came over the top.
Over the back of the head?
Over the back of the head. This will be number 18. Keaton Peters, 2-minute minor for high sticking. Omaha goes on their first power play. Gage Bernard on the face-off. He draws it back. Just gets around defenseman Alex Rines. He plays it up the half wall. Oswald now has it. He gains the zone. Rines tries to dish it for Franzen, and Quad City able to clear. Rines playing it up the half wall for Eggers. Eggers turns and comes into neutral ice, gets the puck between his feet there, and Quad City able to gain the Omaha zone. Picked up by Rhines. He's got a look. He's got some ice in front of him. He indirects it for Gage Bernard on a nice pass. Bernard comes into the zone. He gets to his forehand, loses the handle, and Quad City clears the puck. 5:03 left in this first period. Zeros are your score. Omaha on its first man advantage. Franzen D to Rhines behind the net. Rhines indirects it into neutral ice. Quad City again able to clear. Franzen picks it up. He uses the net and comes back around to Kobe Alexander, who doesn't seal the wall off.
We got to get to the wall better than that.
Franzen has it. Right wing side, he lays it for Alexander, who can't catch the puck. It comes back down into the Omaha defensive zone. Indirect pass again to Alexander, who, again, having a hard time handling the puck this morning. Laid back into the strong side corner. Comes net front. Price gains neutral ice. Oldenhouse makes a race. This power play has been spent solely in the Omaha zone here as they're having difficult time coming out of their end. And we'll have a whistle as Omaha goes in offsides. They'll change personnel groups at 3:50. 3 seconds left on the penalty to Peters.
You know, I hate to say it, but we look better when we were short a man as opposed to up a man. We just struggle getting that puck out of our zone, getting tape-to-tape passes.
Joel, you're an official. Can you decline a penalty in this game? No, I didn't think so. Face-off, left wing dot, just outside the Quad City defensive blue line. Eggers on the face-off. He pushes the puck forward. Omaha wins the draw. Deptula has it, and he launches it into the Quad City zone. Another offside. Omaha's 0 for 1 on their power play. Quad City's 0 for 2. And the score is overs. 3:43 left in this first period. Omaha ends up with the puck. Deptula goes D to D, back to Deptula. He gains the red line. He comes in. He's got some ice in front of him. Goes to forehand. Shot and a save and a juicy rebound by Mudd, and Quad City's able to play it away. Now on the half wall, Eggers has it. He kicks it down low for Harrison Warner. He tries to come behind the net. Grant Benson releases, and he goes to the corner, and Quad City will be out. They lay it into neutral ice for Plum. We'll have another delayed call here. Looks like a rough. Here's the replay. Quad City player coming up the left wing side. And I believe that's Eggers angling in to finish his check.
Harrison Warner's going to the box, it looks like.
2-minute minor penalty for roughing number 57, Harrison Warner. So Quad City will go on their third power play opportunity. Omaha on their third penalty kill. Puck is dropped. Quad City gains control. Sade lays it into the corner. Number 37 is there. Childers with Rhines. Shot from the half wall by Sade is gloved by Jack Lawler. 2:53 left in this first period. Here's the action. Comes back up the half wall. Sade picks it up. Shot from the bottom of the circle and a glove save as Quad City had a streaking forward off the weak side post. Back up the half wall. Omaha trying to gain control and chip it out of the zone. Childers has it. Picked up by Watkins. Watkins gets to the middle. Steered aside by Lawler into the strong side corner. That's Quad City's left wing corner. Back, and another blocker save. Puck is loose! And covered up by Lawler as it appeared to get behind him, but he was able to stretch out his pads. 2:24 left. Here's the replay. Goes down low. Low to high. Comes back up to the hash marks. The shot and the blocker save. Unable to seal it. And there's a backdoor number 5, Axel Sade. And Lawler able to freeze the puck. Omaha clears. Minute 14 left in the penalty to Warner. 2:15 left in this period. Quad City comes out. They lay it into the Omaha zone. Franzen goes back for it. He picks it up. And that should be a high stick. Omaha gains control and clears. Oswald comes back. He lays it into neutral ice. Deptula able to step in, makes contact. Price now has it. He makes a nice escape move and tries for the clear and ends up in the Omaha bench. It ended up in a trash can on the Omaha bench. You don't see that every day.
No. 3 points.
Bernard on the face-off circle. Quad City's right wing side. They lay it right in front of the net. Steered across the crease by Lawler. Another shot across the net. And Quad City scores as the puck comes off the half wall. We'll get a replay. Logan Bowe picks it up at the blue line, steps in and fires one past Jack Lawler. Puck is dropped across the net. Lawler steers it away. Weslowski moves it on the wrap, comes off the half wall, and just at the top of the circles, looks like it went in, possibly 5-hole from the point.
Any tip in there maybe? No?
Hard to tell. The bottom line is the puck found the back of the net, and Quad City takes a 1-0 lead with 1:19 left in this first period. Dish for Gould. Gould comes in, right wing dot, gets a shot in mud with a save. We'll give you your scoring recap here. Weberg on the draw. Omaha's right wing dot, Quad City zone. Omaha wins the draw. Bernard has it, lays it in the corner. They're battling for the puck. Weberg now, or that's Gould with a backhand shot. Mudd steers it away. Indirect pass. Jack Johnson able to keep it in. Chipped it back into the zone by Bernard. Bernard with a nice move. He's got a clear shot to the net. Ran out of real estate. Had to backhand it back up. Quad City gains Omaha zone. Johnson lays it for Gould. And they're able to toss it in. 33 seconds left. Puck's played in the corner by Gould. He leaves it for Bernard. Bernard drops it behind the net. Gould reels it in. He escapes out looking for somebody net front, but blocked by a Quad City player down low. Johnson now trying to keep the puck in. He does. Makes a nice move. Lays it across the middle where Weberg had an opportunity. Evan Roth now with it. And that ends the first period of play. Quad City Blues 1, Omaha Junior Lancers 0. We're going to take a short pause. We'll be back with second period action. You're on the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine provider for Omaha Junior Lancers high school hockey. The multidisciplinary program is uniquely designed to bring together physicians and professionals from specialties and subspecialties, collaborating to develop a customized treatment and rehabilitation program for each patient. The sports medicine team includes experts in primary care, sports medicine, orthopedics,
neurology, physical and occupational therapy, and athletic training. For injuries sustained during any activity, count on one team for treatment. To make an appointment with the Sports Medicine Program, call 1-800-922-0000. Nebraska Medicine. Serious medicine. Extraordinary care.
At Olden House Contracting, our specialty is transforming homes and leaving lasting impressions. Through quality craftsmanship and courageous design, we'll bring your vision to life. Olden House Contracting, 402-573-8125 or oldenhousecontracting.com.
Welcome back to Ames ISU Arena here in between first, second period action. The number 7 Quad City Blues lead the number 4 Omaha Junior Lancers 1-0.
Scoring summary on that last power play goal. Number 19, Jeffrey Ransom with assist to number 12, Austin Wesolowski. So Ransom from Wesolowski on the first tally. Second period underway. Grant Benson lays the puck into the Quad City zone. Played by Curry. Curry wraps, dishes it. Harrison Wartner tries to pick up the puck into neutral ice. Benson has it. He'll lay it in. On the wrap, Ryan's able to seal off the wall. Tries to gain control, drops back to Eggers. Eggers with a shot and a steer away, and the puck leaves the playing surface by Mudd. Shots on goal for the period, Omaha 8, Quad City 5. This face-off will be Omaha's right wing dot. On the face-off will be Kobe Alexander. He's got Colin Price on his left wing. Puck drops back to Tommy Oldenhouse. He tries to funnel it toward the net. Quad City comes up with it. They lay it in the zone for Sade. He picks it up on the half wall. Comes to the point. Hufford drives it in. Played behind the Omaha cage. Quad City with control right now. A dish from the corner. Shot on goal. Steered aside by Jack Lawler. Back to the point. Back down low. Now Roth has it. He's trying to gain the zone. Puck comes. And we have a good spring here. Evan Roth, he's in. If he gets his shoulder, he's in on goal, and he scores! A shot and a goal by Evan Roth as he gained the blue line, and he took that courageous move, dropped the shoulder, and went just inside the hash marks, and the game is knotted at ones.
Great move by Evan there just to get that chip and use the speed to outrace the Quad City defender.
Puck comes behind the net. There's Roth. He plays it up. Here's where the play develops. Roth jumps right into the offense, and he comes right across the net mouth to his forehand side. Great idea, and puts it in short side. And the game is tied at 12:36 of the second period.
That was a great feed up from Price up to Roth to break it out.
Great look and a great read by Roth to jump up in that play. Shot on goal by Alex Deptula and a save by Mudd. He covers up for a faceoff.
I think that was Weberg jumping out of the way of that Deptula shot coming in.
Weberg on the faceoff here, the left wing dot for Omaha. Just to the blocker side of Ian Mudd. Puck's drawn back. Oswald, number 15, he plays the puck. We've got a delayed call here. Looks like it's going against Noah Franzen. 2-minute minor penalty for rough.
Apparently when the big guys hit, they seem to draw those penalties.
Well, and his stick was taken away too. And here's the scoring summary. The goal by number 5, Evan Roth. Assist to Colin Price. So Roth from Price knots the score. Faceoff will come down into the Omaha zone. Number 28, Evan Stewart on the draw. He goes against Gage Bernard. Quad City wins the faceoff. Omaha on a penalty kill. Quad City on their power play. Bernard from a chip pass by Alex Deptula. He lays it down in the corner. Jackson Gould gives chase. He's got it. Omaha shorthanded. And they're just going to try to keep this puck down low in the zone to kill time. Unable to do so, Quad City's breaking out. They move it to Ransom. Ransom played off by Johnson. And a shot from the half wall and mishandled by Jack Lawler finds the back of the net. Quad City takes a 2-1 lead at the 11:30 mark. Here's Johnson. The puck's played off the wall. Lawler makes the initial save, but gets by him.
You just got to shake that off and move forward.
A lot of game left.
Absolutely.
11:30 in this second period. Quad City takes a 2-1 lead.
Quad City edges back in front on a power play goal. 2:30 into the second period. Goal scored by number 28, Evans.
Indirect pass from behind the Omaha cage. Roth has it. He tries to move it up the half wall. He's got forechecking pressure, and now we're going to have a penalty on Quad City. It appears number 13 is going to go off. That's Zach Ash. He goes off on a boarding penalty. Omaha will go on its power play here. And this penalty will carry a 2 and a 10. Zach Ash for boarding. Face off just outside Omaha's defensive zone. Omaha wins the draw. Well,
Kinda.
should have dropped it back to the defenseman. They tried to push it forward, and Quad City's able to gain the handle. Omaha comes in. Mudd with a cover-up, and this draw will be just to his blocker side. Scoring summary. Power play goal number 28, Evan Stewart from the half wall. Unassisted.
Looks like
Quad City is 2 for 4 on their power play. Omaha is 0 for 1. And it looks like we have another penalty here. Number 19, Jeff Ransom. Coincidentals. Gage Bernard goes off as well. So coincidental minors to Gage Bernard and Ransom. Teams are... Omaha still has a man advantage. Drop back for Roth. Roth goes D to D. Deptula tries to wind up for the one time. Shoots wide of the net. Comes net front! And the puck just came across the goal mouth. Right across the goal line. Cross ice to Eggers. Eggers drops it down low. Quad Cities tries to clear. Roth plays it. Eggers drops it down low. Plays it back up for Eggers. Gould finds Deptula. Deptula shoots wide of the net. Harrison Warner comes net front and tries to feed a puck. And Omaha players tied up in front of the net. There'll be another delay call here. This will go against Quad City. Indirect pass by Deptula into neutral ice, and Harrison Warner picks it up. He lays it in for Eggers. Eggers still controlling. Drops it back up the half wall. Tommy Oldenhouse able to keep the puck in the zone. Well, came out of the zone, so we'll have a face-off here. Unable to keep the puck in the zone. Here's the play down low. On the short side wrap, the puck comes right across the goal mouth. And a nifty stick there by a Quad City defender.
Otherwise, it would have been in.
Keeps the puck from crossing the goal line. We have a 5-on-3 now.
Second period on number 12, Austin Wazalowski. 2 minutes for cross-checking.
2 minutes cross-checking for Austin Wazalowski. So Omaha has 30 seconds left on the penalty to Ash and a minute 50 left on Wazalowski's. They'll have a two-man advantage. Face-off comes to the left wing dot. Colin Price on it. Can't win the puck back, and Quad City clears. Boy, the importance of face-offs in your offensive zone. Can't say enough about those things. Bo plays it up. Dropped back in. Blocked by Quad City. Rhines tries to keep the puck in the zone, and Quad City with a two-man disadvantage able to clear. Kobe Alexander picks it up. He goes across net to Price. Price has it. They come in 2-on-2. One of the penalties has expired. Omaha with a man advantage. A shot and a save by Ian Mudd. And the net comes off as Noah Franzen's driven into it. Here's the play. There's the shot and the save. Oh, Franzen just tried to stop, but wasn't able to.
Lost an edge there, maybe.
Lost an edge and went into the net.
With that, I'm surprised it's not outside the zone.
Face off here. Omaha's right wing dot. Gould tries to draw it back. Quad City gains control behind their net. Forechecking pressure by Harrison Warner. Loses the puck. And Quad City able to kick it out into the Omaha neutral ice zone. Jack Johnson now picks it up. He tries to go D to D. He'll lay it in neutral ice. Picks it up again. He's got a look here. He's coming down the left wing side. Shoots a shot on net. Ian Mudd with a save. 41 seconds left on the penalty to Wazlowski.
Noticing this morning several quick whistles when the goaltenders are getting it instead of like earlier this weekend, their refs were calling for him to play the puck more.
Here's a replay. Johnson comes in from the blue line, gets a shot on Mudd, and Mudd covers up. Yeah, trying to expedite things a little bit, I think. Puck is dropped back. Eggers has it. He gets to the middle, gets a shot. Save and a loose puck as Jackson Gould right on the doorstep. 2-1 is your score. Quad City leads. Another important face-off here with 35 seconds left on this power play. Gage Bernard on the dot. He gets tossed. Eggers comes in. Chris Payne drops the puck. They go to Jack Johnson. He's able to keep the puck in the Quad City zone. Puck comes out behind the net. Eggers now has it. He's looking for someone to dish to. And it looks like the net's been pushed off.
I don't know if we have a replay of that.
The puck's coming outside. Net comes off, puck moves outside into neutral ice. Bernard loses the draw. Quad City comes in. They move it toward the middle. Bernard goes weak side. Jackson Gould leaves it for Tanner Eggers. Eggers tries to get a shot through. Quad City blocks it. Teams are full strength now. Laid into the corner for Eggers. Gould tries to make separation with number 17, Corey. Puck goes net front. Ransom able to play it off to Johnson. Johnson lays it back in. Corey comes back to play it from behind his cage. He chips it out to, or passes it out to Ransom, who leaves it for Lewis. Lewis comes back into the Omaha zone, and Lawler able to redirect the puck. Shot and a save by Lawler. Gould has it, and should be a penalty here on Quad City.
Nope. Omaha.
Coincidentals. Here's the replay. Oh, the net came off because Corey cross-checked Gage Bernard into the net.
So he shouldn't have came outside.
Should have been inside the zone. So coincidental minors here to Gage Bernard and number 13, Zach Ash.
Second period on Omaha's number 24, Gage Bernard, and on Quad City's number 2, Ryan Plum. Ryan for roughing and Gage for holding.
So Plum goes off with Gage Bernard. Two for 4 on the Quad City power play, 0 for 3 for Omaha. Ryan's unable to keep the puck in the zone. Leaves it for Alexander. He lays it in. Quad City on the regroup. Colin Price with the steal, low in the zone. He's looking for Roth, moves it to Roth. Roth tries to funnel it through. Chipped out into neutral ice. Sade with a play between his feet, a shot, and a save by Lawler. Price steers across to Oldenhouse. Oldenhouse lays it in. Omaha on a personnel change. Quad City first to a lot of pucks here.
More one, I think.
Roth dumps it in. It wraps. Tanner Eggers finishes his check. Shot from the point. Stopped by Mudd. Left it out front. Warner drops it back for Eggers behind the Quad City cage. He doesn't have any backside support. Rule of thumb, when you're on a power play, if the opposition doubles up, you triple up. Imperative to keep the puck in the zone. Franzen tries to lay it in. Quad City clears. 5:04 left in the second period, and that will result. Is that icing?
Yep. We're 5 aside.
5 aside on the coincidentals. Weberg on the draw, just to the blocker side of Mudd. Puck is faced off. Bernard able to kick it low. He has control, goes weak side to Franzen. Franzen with a good look and a shot. A save and a rebound by Mudd, and a cover-up. 4:53 left in the second period. 2-1 is your score. Quad City leads. Here's the replay. Bernard gains control. He goes weak side defenseman, top of the circle. And that's about the point, maybe a little further outside the tops of the circles where the first Quad City goal found the back of the net. Laid in by Weberg. Weberg finds the puck, backhands it into the zone. He's on the chase. Oswald comes up with it. Omaha again with control. Gage Bernard, a nice move down in the corner. Back out to the point. Franzen goes D to D to Deptula, lays it in the weak side corner for Bernard. He can't catch it. Weberg comes in, makes separation. Bernard wins the puck. He goes net front, and he scores! Comes out of the corner, makes a nifty move down low, gets back to his forehand, and finds the weak side corner. Scores tied 2-2 with 3:58 left. Here's Bernard, makes a nice stick check, comes back around with a nice move, gets to his forehand and lifts it right over Ian Mudd. And this assist will go to, well, we'll get the official scoring, but it appears that Luke Weberg may get an assist on this.
Probably Gould and Weberg should get one. At first there, when the clutter was around the net, I thought maybe Weberg got a stick on it, and I was like, wow.
Puck's faced off in center ice, dropped into the Quad City zone. This game is knotted with 3:48 left. Price playing it behind the cage. Oldenhouse tries to seal off the wall. Puck comes out. Quad City moves to Ransom. Ransom into neutral ice. Laid up for Roth. Roth with a nice move, and he's got some speed. Here he comes. Unable to gain the handle, but he had a step on the Quad City defenseman, and it was smothered by Ian Mudd there.
He got hooked right at that last second there, which kind of slowed his progress down. And the puck got just too far in.
Nothing too egregious, but
no. Just
was unable to gain the handle.
Right.
Oldenhouse has it. Back to the point. D to D. Roth tries to play it in. Oldenhouse plays it back for Roth. Roth from the point, a save by Mudd. Loose puck, and was able to be cleared. Another shot and a glove save by Mudd. We'll have your official scoring here in just a moment on that tying goal. The goals from Gage Bernard, number 24, unassisted.
They're not feeling too much love on giving the assists out, I guess. Clearly, somebody had to dig it out of the corner.
Well, he made a nice play in the corner and a nice move. And we have Watkins now coming in the Omaha zone. Great move by Evan Roth, but he's going to go off here. And this could be a check from behind penalty.
Well, I think he just signaled a rough, but
Quad City player goes down. Here he comes, number 4, Watkins. He gets to the half wall and
just outside of the view of the camera.
He's up, thank goodness, and Evan Roth looks like he's going to get a check from behind. Yes, 2 and a 10. Number 5, Evan Roth, will go off on a 2 and a 10.
Luke Weberg is going to serve that 2 minutes for Roth.
He's making history here.
11:05 into the second period on number 5, Evan Roth, 2 and 10 for checking from behind.
So Quad City goes on their power play. Rhines indirects it and clears the puck into the Quad City end. The key here on the penalty is we lose a contributor in Evan Roth in an already depleted lineup for Omaha Junior Lancers for, well, halfway into the
12 minutes,
third period. So puck's moved across by Deptula. And Omaha able to get a puck on Ian Mudd, and he covers up. 1:56 left in this second period, and the game's tied 2-2. Quad City on a power play. Face-off will be to Mudd's glove side. Jackson Gould comes in on the face-off dot. He's flanked with Harrison Warner. Jack Johnson shot from the face-off. Mudd with a save. And the right D is Noah Franzen. Quad City with control. Poke checked away by Gould, but they're able to gain neutral ice. Childers has it. Franzen steps up, and the puck indirect comes into the Quad City bench. Gage Bernard on the faceoff and neutral ice. Bernard wins the draw and able to clear it into the Quad City zone. Bowe will pick it up behind his net. He looks to move it out. Tanner Eggers gives it to Bernard, who tries to lay it back in. Oswald now with it. Moves it to Watkins and neutral ice. Omaha throws it back in. Childers intercepts. He gains the blue line. Moves down the left wing side and lays it off to Sade. Sade with a shot goes wide of the net. Back to Bowe. Bowe escapes at the top of the circle. He gets a shot from the point and a pad save by Lawler. Sade now with it, 54 seconds left. And we have a whistle.
Is that a Quad City penalty? Or?
Well, there's a slash call. Not sure who it's on.
Well, Quad City had control of the puck, so I assume it's on them.
Jack Johnson, Omaha Junior Lancer, number 58. Defenseman Jack Johnson will go off on a 2-minute slashing call.
I think you got coincidentals, yeah.
Oh, coincidentals. Yep, there goes the Quad City
because Quad City was controlling the play coming around the
I was
top
going
of
to
the
say,
circle.
but yeah. Power plays today, Quad City 2 for 5, Omaha 0 for 3.
Yeah, this won't result in a power play situation.
No coincidental minors.
So they just need to take that penalty off the board.
Wasilowski on the faceoff circle against Kobe Alexander. Alexander draws it back. Jack Lawler leaves it for Rhines. In the corner is Franzen with Deptula. They lay it into neutral ice. 35 seconds left. Rhines able to play it up into the feet of Price. Alexander chips it into the zone. Great play by Rhines, gaining control, moving it to Deptula. He indirects it up. Deptula now with it. He whiffs. Rhines gains, and we have a two-on-one here. Oldenhouse with it. Gets to his backhand. Tries to launch a shot just wide of the net. And that ends the period. Your score is 2-2. At the end of the second period, you're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
The last thing I want to do is build something that doesn't look like it goes. You know, I mean, I want to make sure that it meshes and it really looks like it's always been there. I like to tear into a project that's been there for 80 or 90 or 100 years, you know, and seeing how the old guys put it together. The way these old craftsmen did it, I mean, they worked hard on a house and a project. It took them a long time to do it. We do a lot of custom milling out of the millwork to match the original profiles of the house. We might steal a piece of casing off the door or a piece of baseboard somewhere and have that custom milled so that it's the same exact profile, so it really feels like it's the same.
We had a client at one time, we redid her kitchen for her, And when we removed the partition wall that separated her regular living space with the kitchen, she started crying because she was so thrilled with how the space turned out.
People are really happy with how it turns out, and it really makes that whole space just seem much bigger, especially when we're doing like a room addition or something like that. All of a sudden you open it up and you've got that huge new space, and it's like, bam, huge impact for everybody.
We hope our clients have great stories, have something fun to say about the experience and the surprises, and it just is all part of the storyline.
I live in the neighborhood, I work in the neighborhood. I could build a new house out in West Omaha, and I choose to live in the Dundee neighborhood, and to work in these old homes. That's my passion.
The sports medicine program at Nebraska Medicine is proud to be the athletic trainer and sports medicine provider for Omaha Junior Lancers high school hockey. The multidisciplinary program is uniquely designed to bring together physicians and professionals from specialties and subspecialties, collaborating to develop a customized treatment and rehabilitation program for each patient. The sports medicine team includes experts in primary care, sports medicine, orthopedics, neurology, physical and occupational therapy, and athletic training. For injuries sustained during any activity, count on one team for treatment. To make an appointment with the sports medicine program, call 1-800-922-0000. Nebraska Medicine. Serious medicine, extraordinary care.
We're back here live at Ames ISU Arena between second and third period. Your number 4 Omaha Junior Lancers are tied in a close game with number 7 Quad City Blues. Mike, your thoughts on first couple period action there?
You know what? A lot of back and forth. Omaha needs to pay closer attention to their face-offs, where they're at, and the importance of winning those draws. You know what? Face-offs are important in every zone, but when you're in your offensive zone or your defensive zone, those face-offs are crucial, especially in a knotted game. Shots on goal for the game so far, Omaha's got 20 on Mudd, and Quad Cities has 12 on Lawler, and we're in a tied game. So we need to protect the puck better. We need to play stronger in the defensive zone. If there's one thing that we really need to improve on is just staying out of the box. Last 2 calls were coincidental. And, referee Hill, he's doing a good job trying to keep it, competitive and not making it.
Trying not to be a factor.
Not to be a factor in the game. He's doing a good job. And, these guys don't want to impact a hockey game. But they're going to call what they see. Here's some of the highlights. That's the chip into neutral ice that Tommy Oldenhouse was able to retrieve. And we thought he could have maybe gained that shoulder, but he got a backhand shot off just wide of the net, and that was the last quality opportunity at the end of that period. Here's a face-off. Goes into the corner. Quad City plays it from behind of the net, and there's your first tally as Ransom steps in from the top of the circle and beats Lawler for the first goal of the game. Puck back again at the point. Now it goes, this will be wrapped, comes off the half wall. And here's Roth. Picks the puck up, he's got a step, he comes in, he gains the shoulder, gets to his forehand, and short sides it on Ian Mudd. Nice play. Here's the next one. Bernard out of the corner. Makes a nice stick check. Comes out with a puck. Gets to his forehand. I tell you what, these kids that are thinking to move that puck to their forehand, good technique.
Absolutely. And, that's probably the biggest goal scoring line that we have today. So
yep.
They need to get the puck moving.
That was the play off the half wall in the corner that just trickled back behind Lawler. He's probably wishing he'd have had that one back for sure. But we're in a 2-2 game. during a second intermission. We're going to take another pause here to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're listening and watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
What are you doing?
Playing hide and go seek.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
Once again, Marshal Marion Daniels calls on Reuben Beeler for help in righting a terrible wrong. Cecil Manbear, one of Marion's old friends, has been crippled, his wife killed, and his daughter stolen by a half-breed. Marion and Reuben take to a trail that leads them far into the Sioux Reservation of the Dakota Territory in pursuit of a man called Killsmany and his band of renegades. With the help of Homer Poteet and an old Indian fighter named Oni Furnish, they make their way into dangerous country on a mission to rescue the daughter and make sure justice is served. It's a long and hazardous ride on the Ogallala Trail. Ogallala Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Go get that donkey.
Hey, you're going the wrong way. Come on. We got slaughtered at musical chairs. We've practiced this at home a million times. We are losing. I can't believe I missed Pilates for this. Get your own ride home, Missy.
We're back at Ames ISU Arena here, getting ready to start this third period. Zamboni's just about done cutting the ice, and your number 4 Omaha Junior Lancers are in a neck-and-neck battle here with number 7 Quad City Blues, 2-2.
2-2's the score, and we'll be right back at it here in a few moments. Pretty good quality game so far, a lot of up and down. This could have been much more serious for Omaha Junior Lancers with the short bench that they have. But they've been keeping pace, and fortunately, we'll see how this third period goes. There's a lot of game left and a lot of things that can happen, but hopefully Omaha will come out with a good strategy, and they'll be able to launch a couple good attacks and maybe take the lead in this game once and for all. Losing Evan Roth was that really hurts. As we ended that period, we had 2 of the top defensemen sitting in the box on a roster or a bench that has 13 players on it.
Right.
So that wasn't good. And Omaha has to be cognizant of that, so they're not taking penalties because they need all the fresh bodies that they can get.
Right, Evan Ross should be back around the 8-minute mark roughly, somewhere in there, and Jack Johnson should be available now to start the period. I believe that coincidental should now be over. If not, it's only got a few seconds left in it. But, we knew going into this game Quad City was not going to be an easy opponent. They're very good defensively. They front pucks. We've got, I think you said, the 20 shots on goal. How many of those didn't make it through goal because they were blocking them,
Yes. Quad City great in their end. From low to high, they're really good at blocking point shots. I think where we see an advantage is Omaha coming out of the corners, and if they can focus on that, I think we'll get a lot more quality shots on mud and hopefully find some weak side posts. The key thing is staying out of the box. Quad City's both their goals are power play goals, and we just got to do a better job at that. We got to stay out of the box.
Absolutely. And, I mean, when you look on the other side, Omaha with their depleted bench, I think they're doing a fairly good job blocking shots as well. I mean, 12 shots is what Quad City has, but I think they've attempted a few more than that. And, we're getting guys in front of the lanes and blocking shots and sticks on sticks, and they're doing well. And again, this could have been a much different situation. Again, we still have a third period to go yet. 14 minutes still left to play out, but so far they're looking pretty decent.
I think the key thing that sticks out to me during the season is, or not during the season so much, but in the last 2 weeks at the state tournaments, is the penalty kill. The majority of goals scored on the Omaha Junior Lancers have been power play goals in each and every game. And that's really striking to me. You would think that they'd, by now they'd be a little more proficient in killing their penalties. But if you look back at last week's varsity tournament and so far the games in this tournament, a lot of power play goals scored by the opposition.
Right, absolutely. Well, we've got Quad Cities on the ice. The refs are at center, and we're just waiting on Junior Lancers, and here they come.
The Lancers trickling out of their hallway there, and we'll have both teams ready to go in just a few minutes. There's Roth and Jack Johnson entering the penalty box area. In the JV tournament format, if this game ends in a tie, there will be no overtime period. They'll go straight to shootout, and it's a 5-man shootout. So in the event the game ends in a tie, we'll go directly to shootout.
If you remember last weekend in the varsity matchup against Dubuque, we were in that same situation going into the third period, and lo and behold, Cody Walters was able to break that tie with a goal late in the third, I think with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. So.
The timing of that goal was exquisite from the standpoint that it didn't really give Dubuque enough time to
mount a comeback.
That's right. Ready to start the period here, third period action. The Quad City wins the draw, moves the puck back and forward into neutral ice. Harrison Warner on the chase now as it comes back into the Quad City zone. Plum plays it behind his net to Ransom. Ransom moves it into neutral ice. And we've got another penalty call here. Two-minute minor for tripping. Harrison Warner. And Omaha will be assessed a bench minor as well.
Apparently referee Hill doesn't like to be asked questions.
So
unbelievable. So for a guy that appeared like he didn't want to be a factor, all of a sudden third period wants to become one.
And how many seconds into the third period? It's 13:38 right now. And the Omaha box is full with players, 4 players. Luke Weberg serving the bench minor. Pucks drop back to Curry. They move it forward to Ransom. Ransom gets to the half wall. Sade from the center of the ice. Fronted. Jack Lawler with the initial save. Can't get up and make the rebound save. And Quad Cities takes the 1-goal lead at 13:21 in this third period. That will erase one of the penalties. So all Quad Cities goals have all been power play opportunities. There's the shot and the kick save. But Lawler unable to recover the rebound, and Quad City able to bury. Weberg still sitting the bench minor. Quad City still has a man advantage.
Quad City edges ahead on a power play goal, 39 seconds into the third period. Goal scored by number 5.
Sade moves it up. Rhines with it. He's able to clear the puck. Oswald moves it to Bo. He loses the handle. It comes right back out into the Omaha zone. Deptula Polk checks the puck away and able to clear. Past Bow. Mudd with the steer aside. He plays it back for Olswald. Olswald goes D to D to Bow. Bow indirects it up. Stolen by Jackson Gould. He makes a nice move, gets a backhand shot, and a save shorthanded by Ian Mudd. 12:30 left in the third period. 53 seconds left on the penalty. The bench minor to Omaha. This faceoff will be to Mudd's glove side. Price takes it. Quad City wins the draw. Comes out to Deptula. Deptula curls up into neutral ice. He can get around. He's just killing time right now. Skates back into his zone.
Catch me if you can.
Lays it into the zone. Comes back in. He gains position. Warner now dumps it into the far side corner. 24 seconds left on the bench minor. Warner steals. He gets trying to get to his forehand. And gets a shot just wide of the net. Price with it on the half wall. 11 seconds left. Omaha still able to keep it into neutral ice. Quad Cities with a backhand to the Omaha zone. Deptula has it, and he'll clear. And that will exhaust the penalty. The teams are even strength now for the first time in this third period. Coming out of the zone is Olswald. He gets poke checked away. Finished off the puck is Hufford. Quad City with it in neutral ice. Picked up by Bernard. Bernard's got a forehand shot just over the top of the net as he comes in on the right wing side. Jack Johnson is taken out knee to knee from the point. Puck goes over to the weak side corner where it's played by Olswald. He's stripped by Bernard. They leave it behind the cage where Gould picks it up. Pushes it up the half wall, back to Gould as it's mishandled by number 28, Evan Stewart. Plum now has it. He does a hard wrap. Johnson trying to seal it off. Eggers now with it from the point. Shot gets wide of the net as it's redirected. Franzen leaves it for Bernard. Bernard unable to gain the handle. He would have had a quality shot on goal on a bang-bang play. Puck goes the length of the ice. Lawler steers it aside for Jack Johnson. Quad City still has it. Johnson with a nice block as he decks to stop that cross ice pass. Alexander has it. He comes up the right wing side, loses the handle. He's poke checked away by Childers. Puck's wrapped. Johnson lays it into neutral ice. Played off the back wall, steered aside by Lawler, reversed by Noah Franzen, and played back up for Gould. Unable to gain the zone. Peters comes in with it. He gains the zone, gains the center of the ice. Sade with another shot from the center, just between the face-off circles. Quad City 3 for 7 on the power play. Omaha 0 for 3. That's a 43% ratio there. Quad City lays it in on net. Lawler steers it aside for Deptula. Deptula indirects it. Can't gain the zone. Now he gets it into neutral ice. Wasilowski plays it. Ryan's able to make the steal. Off the skate of Oldenhouse. He plays it back to Rhines, who plays it forward on a headman to Colin Price. He's behind the Quad City cage, leaving it for Oldenhouse. Back to Price. They try to work the give and go from behind the net. Oldenhouse has it. He's working the corner. Strong side. Comes out to Wasilowski. He leaves it for Ransom. And Ransom with a lob into Jack Lawler. He steers it aside. Alexander comes up with it and moves it to Oldenhouse. He tries to find Price on the weak side, and Quad City comes up with it. They regroup in their end. Olswald plays it up the half wall. Ryan steps in, tries to get a shot. He's fronted backhand opportunity. Oldenhouse now with it. He lays it into the far side corner. Steal by Deptula. Shot just wide of the net as he stepped in and stole that puck. Another skate save. 2-on-1 here. Benson drives it back, leaves it for Eggers. The puck is still loose, and Mudd with a cover-up.
Benson almost got the tying goal there.
Play developed into a 2-on-1 down low. Puck came from low to high, back to Benson, but unable to convert. Here's the replay off the half wall. There's the 2-on-1. Benson goes backhand, trying to find Werner. Eggers in on it, but Mudd with a cover-up. Puck comes again, net front. Quad City able to come out with it. Leave into neutral ice. Quad City throws back in. Jack Johnson now has it behind the Omaha cage. Indirect pass to Grant Benson, who finds Werner. Well, we thought we had Werner in neutral ice. There he is. That's number 71. He's in the clear. Now we'll have another penalty at the 7:12 mark.
That was a good back check by Harrison Warner there, and I think he's going to end up getting that penalty.
Here he comes.
Or maybe not.
Well, I don't. Did you see that? Did you?
I thought Harrison Warner, when he made that back check, he kind of tripped the guy up, but I didn't see Tanner Egger get one.
Here's the replay. There's Egger. All puck.
Both of them all puck, yeah.
Looks like he might have caught some shin pad there.
Well, not enough to consider it a penalty, I don't believe.
Well, I think just the movement of the stick.
But he's behind the play. I mean, he wasn't in position to see the front side of it.
Regardless.
Down again. Well, we're down 2 again.
Tanner Egger, 2 minutes for slashing. Also at 6:48, a bench minor, 2 minutes.
Puck comes out into neutral ice. 6:54 left, and Omaha's killing another two-man disadvantage. Shot cleared by Omaha on net to Ian Mudd. 6:36 left in this period. In this game, Rhines now has the puck. He comes behind the Omaha cage. He'll look to launch it. Can't indirect. There he goes. He indirects it out into neutral ice where Peters picks it up. He goes D to number 17, back to Plum. Corey to Plum. Plum comes down the left wing side. This is the third two-man advantage for the Quad City Blues in this contest. Now we have another penalty call. This apparently is going against Quad City's number 28, Stewart, is coming off on a 2-minute minor for tripping.
Tripping, yeah.
And the replay on this may even show some knee contact here. Right
oh,
there.
Oh, yeah, stick the knee right out there.
Steal by Gould, can't gain the handle. He would have had a breakaway. 6:02 left in this game. 3-2, Quad City leads. Shot and a save, and a score as Lawler leaves the rebound on the third two-man advantage opportunity for the Quad City Blues. 4-3. The score is 4. .548 left in this game. The score is 4-2. Here's the replay. Shot from the point, initial save. Deptula has Oswald tied up. But off the rebound, Jack Lawler's out of position and leaves the weak side post.
Almost could have called a goalie interference there.
Oswald was tied up, but with him running into the goaltender, the puck found its way to the back of the net. 4-2 is your score. Well, one thing about today, Luke Weberg is racking up his penalty minutes.
Getting the use out of them, right?
Alexander comes into the zone. Puck's redirected and out of play with 5:39 left in this game. Here's your scoring summary. Power play goal, number 15, Tyler Oswald. Assists from number 37, Blake Childers, and number 5, Axel Sade.
I think that's 4 power play goals now.
All their goals have been power play goals. Puck's dropped back. Quad City has it. They lay it into neutral ice. Great play by Franzen, who literally jumped off the ice and gloved that puck and threw it back into the Quad City zone. Played over for Franzi. Franz comes into the zone, lays it in on Mudd. Mudd misplays it.
Oh, that's a quick whistle.
And the whistle blows while the puck was still loose. Tanner Egger coming off the ice now.
It's always keen how they missed the first one, but always get the second one.
Yeah, that's a couple times this game that's happened where puck's dropped. Omaha shorthanded again. And now we'll have a tripping penalty. The proverbial wheels are falling off the bus here. Noah Franzen trying to play the puck, got into the legs of Quad City players. It was a clear trip.
Oh, absolutely. He was outstretched on the ice trying to knock the puck away and caught the feet.
Teams will be 4-on-3. 5 minutes left in this game. Quad City with a 2-goal advantage. All 4 goals are power play tallies by the Quad City Blues.
Should be 5-on-4, shouldn't it?
I think there was a coincidental.
Or
in there,
four on 3.
Quad City on the 4-on-3 power play.
4-on-3.
Omaha penalty, 8:43 into the third period on number 88, Tanner Egger. 2 minutes for roughing. Omaha penalty, 9 minutes into the third period on number 3, Noah Franzen. 2 minutes for tripping.
Sade getting to the center of the ice, saved by Lawler, but huge rebound. Puck is launched into the Quad City zone. Deptula's going to be first there. He comes over with it. Great effort by Alex Deptula, as this will be his final game for OJL. He's a 16-year-old senior who will be going off to college to one of the nation's most prestigious academic universities. We're not sure which one just yet.
It'll be a good one, though.
This will be the fourth 5-on-3 for Quad City. Fourth 5-on-3 and 4 power play goals. Puck's laid into neutral ice. Sade picks it up, crosses the line off sides, and this will release Evan Roth, who had to serve his check from behind penalty. Drop to Roth. Roth goes weak side, clears the puck into the Quad City zone where Oswald picks it up. He lays it into neutral ice. It's intercepted by Roth. Roth tries to indirect it out. Bad angle, and Childers comes to the middle with it where he's able to poke check it out as he had Sade on his blocker side. Sade now bottom of the face-off circle, moves it to the point to Oswald. Oswald gets behind Lawler, but able to steer it wide of the net. Puck to Bow. "15 penalties on Omaha, so Coach Nick Harahill will have to serve the first game of next season as these carry over.
Make that 16.
Very active officiating today, to say the least.
You know what? Really nothing in the first 2 periods, and all throughout this tournament, it seems like third period, the refs want to all of a sudden take control.
Here's the play up the half wall. Puck gets there.
And I think Tanner got there just a little too soon.
A little high. Timeout on the ice. So Omaha with a total of 15, that would be, is that 16 now? 16
now.
Penalties on the Omaha Junior Lancers. Lots of texts. Lots of information coming in from fans from all over the league who happen to be listening and watching this game. You know what I always wondered? In many businesses, you know, people are allowed to do guest surveys and quality reviews. I think TripAdvisor should be involved in evaluating hockey officials.
You know, one thing I guess I want to throw out there to our viewers, take nothing away from Quad City's Blues. You know, they've scored 4 power play goals. They've taken advantage of the opportunities they've been given, and currently lead this game 4-2.
And Omaha with a short bench, 5 players out. Omaha with an extra attacker. A cover up by Mudd. 2:12 left in this game. Trying to get it closer. Empty net. Deptula on the face-off circle. He'll go against Ash. Tie up. Omaha comes out with a shot on goal and a save. Puck's loose net front. And a score by Jackson Gould. Off the rebound, given up to the weak side post. Jackson with a nice read going right to that post, anticipating that's where a rebound would come. And he's able to finish the play with 2:06 left. The score now is 4-3 Omaha. Well, there's the replay of the goal.
They're going to put Lawler back in net for the time being until we get control of it.
Yes, Lawler will probably come back into the net until the puck's deep into the Quad City zone. and then they'll probably pull him again for an extra attacker. Deptula on a push. Gets dropped back to Roth. Roth plays it up for Gould. Gould now has it. He's coming into the zone. And they go in offside. And Lawler unable to
Not sure how that managed.
come out of the zone. Looks like the weak side wing might have been over the line. Deptula again on the draw. He pushes again. Drop back for Roth. Now it's dumped.
Got to get there.
Making separation is Deptula, but Quad City comes out with it. They lay it into the Omaha zone. Plum on it. Fanned by Ransom. Still able to keep it in the zone. Omaha looking for the puck. Jack Johnson now has it. Minute 31 left in this game. He leaves it for Deptula. He just had his back to the play. Johnson again indirects it out into neutral ice, where Quad City is able to reel it in and launch it back into the Omaha defensive zone, and we have an icing call. So this will bring the faceoff down to Quad City's end. Yes, we were joking about the quality reviews for various businesses, hotel properties, so on and so forth, and we were informed that officials are reviewed and evaluated, but by other officials. So it's a great fraternity to belong to. Puck's net front, still loose. Shot by Kobe Alexander. And a save as there's a massive humanity in front of the Quad City net. Lawler's been pulled. Omaha with a sixth attacker. Here's the barrage. Puck's loose, comes out to Alexander. He tries to get a shot, and right into the belly of Ian Mudd. That would have been the tying goal. Minute 4 left. Face-off. Quad City wins the draw.
1 minute to play in the period.
Omaha gains control. Price with it. All shots going net front now. Tommy Oldenhaus tries to lay it in. Can't do it. Just out of the reach of Jack Johnson. Evan Roth with a great play to redirect the puck from the Omaha net. Harrison Warner now comes into the zone with it. He tries to backhand it net front. 31 seconds left. Another save by Mudd. Shot by Alexander. Wide of the net. Comes out into neutral ice. Roth on the retreat. Picks the puck up behind his net. Moves it up for Alexander. Alexander indirects it to Deptula. Deptula has it. He moves it across ice to Gould. Gould with a nice move. He gets his forehand and they go in offside. Get the replay on this.
Unless somebody was on the weak side. If that's what we're watching, he was clearly onside.
25. I think Alex Rhines might have stepped over that weak side line. It was kind of out of view. I'm not sure who that player was over there, but that ends this game. Quad City Blues defeat the Omaha Junior Lancers in the 5th place finish. 4-3 is your final. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network.
Let's give a big hand to both teams.
His lifetime search for his place in the cosmos and his purpose in the universe. A teacher, healer, reader, and author, David R. Lewis has spent his life moving from dogma to karma and farther in the search for answers to the questions so many of us have. David offers a wealth of his personal experience and shares some of the wisdom of his mentor, the late Dr. Henry Rucker. In a refreshing approach to life, he claims no truths but his own, with no desire to convert or convince, but only to share and support. Join David in this glimpse of the endless journey toward an unknown destination. Endless Journey Toward an Unknown Destination by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Audible.com.
If you can skate,
you can skate.
If you can shoot,
you can shoot. If you can score,
you can score.
I'm Brian Burke, General Manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And I'm Patrick Burke, Scout for the Philadelphia Flyers. Before my brother Brennan passed away in 2010, he was the first person to fight for the rights of gay athletes in professional hockey. Since his accident, our family has fought hard to carry on his legacy and ensure that LGBT athletes around the world are afforded equal opportunity, judged only by their talent, character, and work ethic in their sport.
We're now joined by hockey players from around the world supporting my son Brennan's simple message.
If you can play,
you can play.
If you can play, you can play.
If you can play,
you can play.
We're back here live at Ames ISU Arena for post-game reaction here from the Omaha Junior Lancer Quad City Blues game. Quad City Blues taking the win on the Consolation final 4-3. Valiant effort by the Junior Lancers to try to tie it up late in the game, but with the short bench, a little too late, and what do you say? Great effort.
In lieu of the circumstances, I guess if you're going to look at the positives, considering that the bench was so short, 5 key players, and Omaha was able to hang around in a 4-3 game. A little disappointed in the third period, a little disappointed in the amount of bench minors that the team took. No sense in putting your team down 2 men. I'm not sure what the final stats were, but
I think we were down 2 men at least 3 times. Twice, if not
4 times.
4 times
in the third period alone, I think. So, anyway, that's disappointing. The bright spot is that we were able to at least compete with a short bench. And we're going to talk about what we felt was the play of the game for OJL. We're going to get a replay of that, and we'll take a look here. This play started in the Omaha defensive zone. There's Roth. Now, he's the lowest guy in the zone. He plays it up. It's transitioned here, and look where he ends up. He comes out into neutral ice with speed. He comes over, beats the defender. Could have been taken down, but he gets to his forehand, leans in with his shoulder, and that was the play of the game for OJL, and that was the first Omaha goal. After that, going into the third period, it got a little sloppier, and not much you can say other than valiant effort. This was the last game of the year. We had over 16 penalties. Coach Harehill will have to sit the first game of next season.
Well, and we need to look into that. Going to Nationals, he may actually need to sit that first game of Nationals as well. So
yeah,
that's
an option,
as well as a JV game.
Yep. Well, anything
Mike,
more to say there, Mike?
Well, you know what? It's been a great couple weekends here at the state tournament. Want to thank Joel Becker and Beck Bro Productions for helping us out with our broadcast, and want to thank Chris Perry, and I want to thank Rick Rines for running the camera here over the last couple weekends for us, and I want to thank you, Mike, for the season.
Oh, that's a pleasure.
Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do our radio broadcast, wouldn't have been able to do the last couple of weekends. So,
well, that's very kind.
Appreciate your time and efforts with the program.
It's a lot of fun, and looking forward to next season.
Absolutely.
And good luck to the KC Jets.
Yes, good luck to the Kansas City Jets. Coming up next on their stations will be the Mason City Mohawks playing the Oak Leafs in third place Consolation. And then coming up 12:30 today, the number 1 seeded Kansas City Jets will be playing. Actually, I got that wrong. They'll be playing Mason City. It'll be Cedar Rapids playing Oak Leafs for the third place championship. And coming up at 12:30, the number 1 seeded Kansas City Jets will be playing Mason City Mohawks for all the marbles.
Sounds great. We wish those teams the best of luck in the remaining games of this tournament, and we'll see you all next year.
All right.
You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers Hockey Network, the final Quad City Blues 4, Omaha Junior Lancers 3. Signing off for the year, Mike Vasakis, Mike Hughes, and our producer, Joel Becker.
to support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the board. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.